Do you feel that? Yeah, it's love. Love is in the air. Or maybe it's just Lydia's perfume still lingers here in the studio. Or maybe it's my neighbor's cat is ready for spring to come. I don't know, those strong fragrances are very much alike. The retail price is exactly the same anyways. So it was St. Valentine's Day yesterday, and there's obviously only two topics to discuss here tonight. One is St. Valentine's Day's history and traditions, and B, my physical conditions. But I see, say no more, I won't make you wait on this one. So let's start with the most important one. Yeah, I'm now officially 260-pound plus man, so maybe next time you'll see me, I'll be wearing something more interesting, like a tank top or a tutu. My producers, they actually wanted me to host the St. Valentine's episode topless, or wearing nothing but Lydia's kisses, but I refused. The thing is, I look better, with my clothes on than without my clothes. My trainer says that I do have abs, but they're just, hidden. You know what I mean. I'm just afraid that to find my abs, I have to send archaeologists in. Like Indiana Jones maybe, I don't know. Anyways, my abs zone is just too dangerous to send Indiana Jones there. Yeah, it is just too dangerously close to where he can be smashed by a gigantic boulder or two. So St. Valentine's Day, yeah, I'll be honest with you, I wanted to commemorate Valentine's Day by coming out here wearing a little heart pin on my jacket tonight. But the almighty IQ Option Corporation wouldn't allow it. They said, you can't go out there with a heart on. But what could be more appropriate for Valentine's Day than me coming out here with a tiny little heart on? It's not actually a tiny little by any means, of course. It is a decent, medium-sized heart on. In Japan or any other Asian country, it would even be considered a pretty big one. What? It's a real thing. I'm talking about a heart on there, right here. Yeah, like a little heart on, could be a big heart on. It doesn't matter as long as you wear the heart on. Anyway, St. Valentine's Day, yeah, it was all about the romance yesterday, but originally it was started to mark the day that St. Valentine was murdered. I'm not sure how he died though, but I guess he was shot by a baby in a diaper. There's no historically reliable information on who this mysterious Valentine actually was, but apparently there's like three versions. St. Valentine was either a Spanish hermit, an Italian bishop who was martyred, or a Roman priest who was beheaded, because nothing says romantic love like hobos, martyrs, and beheadings. Anyway, so the first official St. Valentine's Day was declared by King Henry VIII. Yeah, he was a very lovely, romantic man. Married 6 times he was. So King Henry VIII made Valentine's Day a holiday, and people say this is awful, because he killed most of his wives, which is not true. Only 30% of them. But listen, really, King Henry VIII started this holiday, and you really want to celebrate it? It's ridiculous. King Henry VIII starting Valentine's Day, it is like Russian athletes starting WADA, or it's like Woody Allen starting Bring Your Child to Work Day, or it's like Mel Gibson starting Hanukkah. It just doesn't make any sense. And I know, it is very dangerous to say, I know it is something, very unpopular, but I'll say it anyway. I think it's unromantic to give flowers and chocolates and cards just because of a date on the calendar. And I have yet to find a woman on planet Earth who agrees with me on that. But a lot of guys, though, do get very excited about Valentine's Day because they get to buy lingerie. I think guys get excited by just, handling new lingerie. They buy the lingerie for their girls and they, hold it and but I'll be honest with you, empty lingerie doesn't work for me. I like my lingerie, to be full of woman, right there, just kilograms and kilograms of woman inside the lingerie. To me, buying a lingerie for a girl, it's like wrapping your own presents, you know what I mean? It just takes away the surprise. Although, you don't really want a surprise here. Sometimes surprises can be quite frightening. Call me Juanita. I have to say though, in all honesty, this day makes me think about relationships, but the lingerie and flowers, they don't make relationships work. No, they don't. The only thing that works is And you can take it from me because I broke up with the girls more than 50 times, so I know what I'm talking about. The only thing that works is having common interests. And all of the relationships in my life, we all ended up with just one thing in common. We both hated me. Anyways, Valentine's Day cards are a big business now. According to the World Greeting Card Association, 1 billion Valentine cards are sent every year. Can you imagine it? I'm just shocked. I think I can speak for all of us here. There's a World Greeting Cards Association? Seriously? These guys must know how to push the envelope, I believe. A recent poll that I just made up for comedic purposes shows that 15% of respondents say that they would rather spend Valentine's Day with a pet than a lover. But if you don't have a furry animal to spend time with, don't get upset. You can do what celebrities in Hollywood do, just rent a Kardashian. So some people even buy Valentine's gifts for their pets. Just think about it, for their dogs, which is ridiculous. Dogs can, lick their own junk. If you can do that, every day is Valentine's Day. But Valentine's gifts, they don't have to be complicated, to be honest. You can easily surprise your girlfriend or your wife simply by getting her some sexy lingerie, and you can surprise her, even more by wearing it, like I'm doing right now. Hello, honey. Anyways, the biggest gifts on Valentine's Day is, of course, flowers and chocolates, because what says true love better than murdering a plant? And by the way, the tradition of giving chocolate started in the 19th century. Doctors told their patients they, eat chocolate to get over a broken heart. That's of course true, because they also thought that if you're going to be alone, who cares if you get fat? Which is still true to this day. And you know what else is true? To this day, our prize fund is true. Show them the money. Come on, show them the money. Yep, $1,000. Does this thing work for me? Now just for Lydia, I believe. So just imagine a smartphone right here on the palm of my hands. After a question appears, and it will appear on the screen of your smartphone, you'll have like 12 seconds to decide which of the following 3 answer choices is correct. So you made your decision, just tap the button with the correct answer choice. Correct, I mean, in your opinion. So that's actually the process that you must go through all the 12 rounds that we have here for you this evening. It's okay to be wrong at least once, because from the start of the game you have an extra life. But you can have more of them by bringing yourself into the game. So the more friends you bring in, the more bonus lives you will have. And the thing is, you should remember about this, you can only use 2 of your extra bonus lives during one broadcast. All the other will move on with you to the next episode. And let's take a look at our viewer count. Right now we are watched by 2,517 people. Thanks for being with us here this beautiful evening. And you know what? We have a chat. And you know what? Xavier P just said hi. Hi, Xavier P. It's a great day for IQ Option, and it's a great day to expand your Xavier, your financial knowledge, and therefore it's time to play the game. Here comes question number 1. Come on. Someone who buys and sells financial assets in the financial market is called trader, financial advisor, or credit manager. And that's actually a point, the final point where you can join us. So join or die, just play the game or just go away, or just yes or no, or that's it. If you're in, you are in. Someone who provides financial advice or guidance to customers for compensation is a financial advisor. A person employed by an organization to manage the credit department and make decisions, concerning credit limits, acceptable levels of risk, terms of payment, and enforcement actions with the manager. And someone who buys and sells goods or stocks is a trader. And 2,116 people knew the correct answer. That's pretty much, that's actually good. I won't lie to you. You are good. You're good. You're good. Question number 2 is here. Money or property used as a guarantee that someone will repay a loan is called barter, mortgage, or collateral. That's not that, huh? You thought that each and every question will be like, like the one? No. It's not a freebie for you here. It's a hard intellectual quiz here. We will show you what I meant in a matter of, 4, maybe 3, maybe 2, maybe 1 second. A form of trade in which one good or service is exchanged directly, directly for another without the use of money as an intermediary is a barter. A special kind of credit used to finance the construction or purchase of property or a long-lasting structure is a mortgage. Money or property used as a guarantee that someone will repay a loan is called collateral. And take a look here. Have we ever had something like that before? It's question number 2 only, and it's already the tough question. Yeah, that's only 898 people knew the correct answer, so we had no choice. And here comes question number 3 for you. When money leaves an economy, it is called leakage, liquidity, or cash flow. I believe that I'm just, too funny, too playful for a game when the hard question happened during the second round. That's not a place, that's not a time for, this acting. Now, smart up, please. The amount of money coming into and going out of a company is called cash flow. Liquidity describes the degree to which an asset or security can be quickly bought or sold in the market without affecting the asset's price. Leakage describes capital or income which exits an economy or system rather than remaining within it. And 625 people knew the correct answer. That's a bit better. That's actually a good one, good question, not a tough one. So thank you for being not tough customers. Thank you. Here comes question number 4. Crude oil WTI belongs to this group of assets, indices, commodities, or ETFs. Let's take a look at our chat, and there's actually literally nothing oh no, sorry, Ford H just said ha 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 ha. Thank you, Ford. And ha 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 ha, back to you, my friend. Some examples of indices are, JP225, UK 100, or GER 30, or HK 50, and the list goes on and on. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, or CNP 500, are examples of ETFs, or exchange-traded funds. Crude oil, WTI, is a commodity, a product that is bought and sold. 766 people knew the correct answer, and let me please remind you, right on this very spot, right on this very spot, please remember that if you gave a wrong answer, you can always bring yourself back into the game if you have this little thing right here, a heart-shaped button. So within the 5 seconds after you gave a wrong answer, push this thing, just tap it, and you are back in. You're welcome. Question number 5 is here. My new thing. This altcoin was developed by Evan Duffield. Dash, Litecoin, or Dogecoin? Anything on the chat? Nothing on the chat. So let's get back to work. Come on, partner. Litecoin was an early Bitcoin spin-off, or, altcoin. It was released in October of 2011 by Charles Lee. Dogecoin is an altcoin launched in December of 2013 by Billy Marcus and Jackson Palmer. The altcoin that was forked, from the Bitcoin protocol and launched in January of 2014 as Xcoin by Evan Duffield is dash. So, 421 people knew the correct answer. That's on the edge, you know. That's not that good. That's not bad at all. But I know you can do better. Question number 6. Just prove it. Prove it. Where did the financial crisis of 2007-08 start? Brazil, Japan, or the United States of America? Some calls it, recession. Some call it crisis. Whatever. You know what we're talking about here, right? Recession, crisis, who cares? It's actually the same thing. So, the financial crisis of 2007-2008, also known as the global financial crisis, and the 2008 financial crisis is considered by many economists to have been the worst financial crisis since the Great Depression of 1930s. The contagion, which began in 2007, when sky-high home prices in the United States finally turned decisively downward, spread quickly, first to the entire US financial sector and then to financial markets overseas and all around the world. And 347 people knew the correct answer. Guys, come on, smart up. I know that you can do better. Come on, it's only question number 6. It's only the middle. We're in the middle of our game. Come on, we need you here. Question number 7 has arrived. A small, brief recovery in the price of a decline in stock is called death spiral, death cross, or dead cat bounce. That's actually one of my favorite musical bands, Dead Cat Bounce. Yeah. Is that Irish or Scottish? I don't know. A chart pattern indicating the potential for a major sell-off is called a death cross. Death spiral is a term applied to a type of convertible debt that stimulates an ever-increasing number of shares, leading to steep stock price drops. A temporary recovery from a prolonged decline or a bear market that is followed by the continuation of the downtrend is a dead cat bounce. And 289 people knew the correct answer. What's my bid? I think that for the next question we'll have 313 correct answers. Come on, don't let me down. Question number 8 is here. That's my bid. So, which of these companies is the oldest? Facebook, Nvidia, or Twitter? Is that actually so much that I'm asking for? 313 correct answers for question number 7? Huh? It's pretty humble, I believe. Twitter was created back in March of 2006 and launched in July of the same year. Facebook is an American online social media and social networking service company. Its website was launched in 2004. Nvidia is actually a company that designs graphics processing units for the gaming and professional markets. It was founded in 1993. And so take a look here. You let me down. Again. 280 people. That's exactly how many people knew the correct answer. And anyways, thank you for being you. That's it. Question number 9 is here. A portrait of Nelson Mandela is featured on the currency of Saudi Arabia, South Sudan, or South Africa. Isn't that the time to take a look at our chat? Huh? You can answer on the chat, but I wouldn't know the answer. Anyways, anything, thank you, next. That's what Jonathan R. said. Our chat is very quick thing. The machine... Oh, that's only... Oh, Matthew White just said hi. Hi, Matthew. Hi, man. So long. Jean Garang de Mabior, a Sudanese politician and revolutionary leader, is featured on the South Sudanese pound. The Saudi Riyal bears the images of the country's kings, but Nelson Mandela was a South African anti-apartheid revolutionary, a political leader and philanthropist who served as president of South Africa from 1994 to 1999. His portrait is featured on the South African Rand, and the correct answer to this question was clear to 339 people. And please let me remind you, it's actually even more than I wanted to see in the previous one. But let me remind you that if you gave a wrong answer, you have like 5 seconds to decide. If you want, bring yourself back into the game. If you want, just tap this thing. Come on, it's right here somewhere. It's here. I didn't need this one. Question number 10 is here. Come on, 10 is here. This indicator measures the strength of bulls versus bears. Balance of power, Donchian channels, or Sunday crawl stop. This morning when I woke up, I decided that I will help you with question number 10. I'll just give away the correct answer. And now I'm just looking at this thing, and that's actually the only question I don't know the answer for. So maybe that's actually the time when I let you down. I actually feel sorry. Anyways, the Donchian channels is an indicator used to assess the volatility of a market. The Sunday crawl stop is a trend-following indicator that identifies the stop loss for a long or short position by using a variation, on directional movement. The balance of power indicator measures the market strength of buyers, the bulls, against sellers, the bears, by assessing the ability of each side to drive prices to an extreme level. Extreme. And 274 people knew the correct answer. That's actually not bad. Thank you for being not bad. Question number 11 is here. Which was the first company founded by Bill Gates and Paul Allen? Microsoft, TerraPower, or Data? Maybe something for me on the chat. Maybe, hey, more money. Each participant gets something. Just, I am Sparta Case, just said here. Is that someone? Here's tons of people here. They're just typing everything. Maybe that's some of you who wrote it out now. TerraPower is a nuclear reactor design company founded in 2006 by Bill Gates. Paul Allen and Bill Gates established Microsoft on April 4, 1975. But prior to this, in 1972, they created their first company named Data, which sold a rudimentary computer to track and analyze automobile traffic data. And guys, that was tough, because only 21 people knew the correct answer. And you know what? You can guess it. Come on, just name it. Just guess it. It's the tough question here. Yeah. That's the final point. That's the final spot to use your extra bonus life. So come on, just step this goddamn thing here. Just step it. Come on. Because you know what? Because it's the final round. And I'm still with the same face expression. Facials. What was the name of Bank of America at the very beginning? Bank of Italy, Bank of Spain, or Bank of Scotland? And I know there was tons of Italians. I know it was 17th, 18th century, maybe, I don't know, but Scots, a lot of Scottish people as well there in America. There's a huge conglomerate there. But was established in 1904 by Amadeo Pietri. System of branch banking. The bank served the needs of many immigrants settling in the United States at the time, providing services denied to them by the existing American banks. The bank was founded as the Bank of Italy, and the correct answer to get $10.75. Isn't that incredible? It is. So here's actually the point where I should call you amazing, but I'll call you beheadingly beautiful and Spanish hermitly smart. And that's it. Yep, from now on you are officially beheadingly beautiful and Spanish hermitly smart. And to prove it, we will show your nicknames on the screens of your on the screens of your smartphones. You can see your nickname. Just take a look, and you'll find your nickname if you are one of the winners. That's how simple that thing really is. So once again, I would like to congratulate you on winning some money. $10.75. It's actually nice at any time. So congrats, guys. Thank you for your attention, and thank you for your time. Thank you, for your patience, and thank you for, your knowledge. Thank you for your luck, and thank you for your well-deserved success. Thank you for joining us during this broadcast. See you next time, and as always, never stop thinking, and see you later. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody, I said. Go away, just leave.